Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chrislyn if you don't know me. I am the owner of Little Ray Crochet, where I make heirloom quality crochet animals. Today I am going to be showing you guys how to do the embroidered eyes that I do on most of my makes. I've had a lot of people comment that they want a tutorial, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to take your crochet animals from looking like this to this. So let's get started. Alright, to get started, this is what you guys are going to be needing. You're going to need weight 4 yarn. That will be on the back of the tag. It'll say weight 4. It is a medium yarn in both black and white. I got mine when Joann was still open, so it is the Big Twist Living brand, but any brand will work. You're gonna need some scissors and an embroidery needle. First off, we're going to start with our black yarn, and we're going to cut 2 pieces of about 20 inches. Now with your white yarn, you're gonna wanna cut about a 10-inch piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to thread my needle. Here's a quick tip to threading a needle easy every time. I'm going to take the needle and pinch the yarn just like that, and then we're going to shimmy it through the loop. That makes it really easy to thread your needle every single time. All right, I have my hippo. I'm going to start, here's one for reference. I'm gonna start in this hole right here and work up 2 rows. So I'm gonna take my needle, I'm going to insert my needle in the side of the head, doesn't matter where, and you're gonna come out at the bottom of the eye. Pull that through until you have about 2 to 3 inches left, and that is to tie later on to secure. Now I'm gonna move up 1, 2 rows. I'm gonna now bring it out at the bottom of the eye and pull through. From here, what you're going to do is you're going to repeat that until the desired thickness of your eye. So you're going to insert your needle at the top of the eye, come out the bottom. You're not going to want to just pull straight away. You want your yarn to line up right next to this one so that you start creating a thickness. And we'll keep doing that until the desired thickness of our eye. Now you can rotate both sides of the eye, or you can do one side at a time. Just make sure that you are lining your yarn up on either side. The amount of times that I do it always changes depending on how big I want the eye to be on the animal and just how many times it takes to make the eye look round. Gonna do one more on this side. And from here, I'm going to take my needle and I'm going to insert it at the top of the eye and pull it through, coming out at the side of the face. Now I'm not going to tie it off right now. I'm going to start on the second eye. So I'm going to thread my needle again, come in, we're gonna find where I want the eye to be. So I want this one to be the bottom stitch and this to be the top. So I'm gonna come in at the side of the face, come out at the bottom of the eye, leave about 2 to 3 inches, and then we're going to insert 2 rows up, 1, 2, and this can vary depending on what size animal you're doing. Sometimes it's 1 row, sometimes it's 2, but I'd never do more than 2 rows. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to go from the top of the eye back down to the bottom until I reach my desired thickness. Remember to move your yarn off to the side and pull tight. That way you're creating it to be round. All right, I have reached the last row, so I'm going to insert at the top of the eye, come out the side of the body. Before pulling tight, I'm going to push the yarn off to the side and then pull tight. So from here, you should have 2 black eyes. You'll also have next to your eye 2 strands coming out, the strand that you started with and the strand that you were working with on both sides. Now we're gonna go in with our white yarn. So I'm gonna go ahead and thread the needle again. This one I'm going to insert at the top of the head in between the eyes and come out. I usually like to come out at the top of the right eye. I'm gonna pull that through until I have about 2 inches at the top to tie off later. Starting with the right eye, we're gonna come out the top, insert at the bottom, and then come out the top of the head. This will be the side of your eye, so make sure that it is pushed off to the side before you pull tight. So it should look like that. If this is moving a lot, I will go ahead and do the second eye and tie a knot. But for now, we're just gonna come back out the top of the eye, and you're going to insert your needle somewhere in the middle of the black part of your eye. This takes some wiggling to get through, and then you're gonna come out wherever you can on your face and pull through. Sometimes I just do 1, but lately I've been doing 2. So I'll come back out the top of the eye, insert in the same spot, and pull through. I like to pull it off to the side so it makes that white part a little bit bigger. All right, now we have the one eye done, well, almost done, and we will move on to our left eye. So we're gonna insert our needle and come out at the top of your second eye. Gonna insert at the bottom. Make sure the white is on the other side of the eye and pull tight. Where you came out of, you're gonna insert back and out at the top of the eye. Insert in the middle. Pull tight. And I'll do 1 more. And insert in the same space. From here, I will take my needle out where I started. Remember to keep this off to the side, hold tight. So now you should have 2 eyes looking like so. You'll have white at the top, 2 black, and 2 black. From here, I'm going to tie off my white. So I'm gonna tie 2, 1, 2. I'm going to cut it, and with my scissors, I'm going to gently push that knot into the plushie. Now we're gonna work on the eyelids or the eyelashes. So you are going to take your needle and rethread it with the side that you were working with, not the side that you started with. So I'm going to rethread this, insert my needle back into the head, coming out at the top of the eye. From here, you can kind of play with like what placement you want, if you want it up, down a lot more. I usually do it right about there. So I'm gonna insert my needle about 2 stitches away. Then we're gonna come out with our starting strand and pull through. So I'm gonna pull through and we're going to do the second eye. So thread your needle with the yarn that you were working with, insert it back in the same stitch, come out the top of the eye, go down 1, 2 stitches, and out with your starting strand. From here, you're gonna wanna look at both eyes and make sure that they look the same. So right here, I think my eyelid looks a little long on this side, so I'm going to redo it. Okay, that looks a little better. So from here, you're going to go back where you started. Make sure that both of the yarn is coming out of the same stitch. Otherwise, you won't be able to tuck the knot in later on. So you're gonna do 2 knots. Gonna cut it and push that knot inside the plushie. Let's do that with the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and tie a knot. 1, 2. Gonna cut the string and push inside. And there you have it. there are your eyes for your crochet animals. And again, placement and everything will be different depending on which animals you do. So there you have it. That is how I do my embroidered eyes. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll try to get them answered as fast as I can. Thank you guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.